Hi, and welcome to our Desmos Family STEM Night. My name is Jen Janae, and I am the Amesbury Middle School math coach. And today we are with our Desmos math coach, Birdie, who's going to do our little presentation today. Desmos is a new program we got at the middle school that we are piloting this year for 7th and 8th grade to hopefully make it our core curriculum in the future. So, Birdie, I'll give it off to you.
Hello, and thank you all for having me here. It is so awesome to be a part of STEM Week here. We are just so excited to be able to have the Desmos Middle School Math Program at your school. Your students are working with mathematics. They're having the opportunity to play with the math, explore the math, and to make deep connections across the content. Today, I want to share with you all some connections between field of STEM. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually look at some STEM careers. And then from there, we're going to use some lessons that connect with these careers. Let's start. Let's see what we have here. Okay. So our big learning goals for today is we are actually going to learn about careers in STEM, and we're going to engage with the Desmos mathematics program. We'll start with exploring STEM through the lens of a robotics engineer. We'll then do Desmos math robots lesson. We'll also explore STEM as a veterinarian. And then we'll do the animal brains challenge. So when we're exploring STEM, in order to be a robotics engineer, you would use your knowledge of engineering and technology to research and design the processes needed to operate robots or robotic systems efficiently and reliably. You also need to determine expenses and design calculations related to robot construction. And you would have the opportunity to assist and supervise other engineers, technicians in the building configuration and troubleshooting of robots and robotic systems. The average robotics engineer salary is $83,340. There's an average bonus of about $4,823. And there are even opportunities for profit sharing at about $2,500. So now that we've heard a little bit about the field of robotics engineering, let's take a deeper dive and look at a Desmos lesson about robots. I'm going to share my screen with you again, but this time when you come to the screen, you're going to be in our Desmos mathematics classroom, and you'll get to see a little bit about what your students are doing in class. So I'm going to start out with a warm-up. On this warm-up, students have the opportunity to play with mathematics. If they move the point left, right, you'll notice movements about the robot's eyes and height. If you look at the X and Y axis, you will be able to draw the connection between the movement of the robot's eyes, the movement of the height, and the movement of the point. Students then also have an opportunity to describe something they know about a robot. So when you look at this robot and you see 225, that gives you the opportunity to say, I see that on the x-axis, I have eye distance in inches. So 2 inches, the robot's eyes are going to be about 2 inches apart. Then when I look on the y coordinate, I see 25. And I look on the y-axis and I see the height in inches. So this robot would be about 25 inches tall. Students will have the opportunity to type in their answer. And once they type in their answer, they can share it with the class. Students then have the opportunity to play with the robots of different sizes. They can reason about what they know about the coordinate plane and make some decisions as to where each point goes. I'm going to take some chances. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I'm looking at the purple robot and I'm noticing that it's the same height as the blue robot, so I know they're going to both be here. When I look at the eyes, I notice the purple robot's eyes are closer together than the blue robot. So I'm going to bring my purple eyes here, my purple coordinate here, and my blue coordinate. Now I'm going to check my work. Ah, looks like things are adding up. Awesome. This screen gives students the opportunity to play with the mathematics, but it also allows them to self-check for their understanding. From here, students then have the opportunity to drag the pink point to represent the pink robot. So we notice that the pink robot has an eye distance of 8 and has a height of 20. Well, when I look here, I notice the brown robot also has a height of 20. And I notice the silver robot also has an eye distance of 8. So I'm wondering if I can get this at the same height as the brown robot and bring it over. I say the same height, the same eye distance as the brown robot, and bring it to the same height as the silver robot. I might have this correct. Let's see. I came over where the silver robot was, and I noticed that I have 8. So I should be at the same distance on the eye. Okay, I got that. Then I noticed it should be the same height as brown. I got that. Let's check the work. I might be right. Yep, that's it. If I were to get it incorrect, the computer would let me know as well and give me the opportunity to check my work. Here's an example. Not quite there yet. So I have the option to check my work and try again. And that teaches perseverance to students in mathematics. Knowing that even if your answer is not correct the first time, you have the opportunity to productively struggle and get to the correct answer. So that's just a little bit about robotics. Let's check out our next profession. I'm going to share my screen with you again, and we are going to now look at a different field. Here goes. We're going to look at the field of being a veterinarian. A veterinarian diagnoses and treats animal diseases or injuries. They also prescribe medications and treatment protocols. They utilize diagnostic laboratory tests, x-rays, sonography, and other tools to determine treatments for animals. They also will perform surgeries when animals get hurt or when animals are having an ailment. They also advise animal owners about preventative care, diet, vaccines, and behavioral treatments. The median salary for a veterinarian is $96,584. $96,584. I apologize. So that is the median salary. You on this graph can actually see the range. About 10% of veterinarians will make about $56,991. And those veterinarians who are in that top percentile will bring in about $146,210. That's just an overview of the work that veterinarians do and of the salary. Now, let's explore the work of a veterinarian by engaging with animal brains.
Yeah.
I know you weren't expecting to engage with animal brains, but that is exactly what we're going to do tonight. So here we go. Do you think heavier animals have heavier brains? It's up to you.
I don't know.
I don't know. So right now, I'm going to put I don't know. Explain your thinking. So I've put I don't know, but I'm now asked to explain my thinking. So I'm going to at least take a guess. So I'm going to say I don't know, but I think that it makes sense for heavier animals to have heavier brains. And I'm going to share this out with you. What's awesome here is I'm sharing my thinking, but other students are able to share their thinking as well. And I am able to be part of a class community where we can think through and reflect on our understanding about mathematics. Here, we are able to explore the question. We're actually given the opportunity to create a scatter plot. So we've been given the weight and the height of the giraffe. So we know the weight of a giraffe is about 529 kilograms. And that's the body weight. I apologize. The brain weight is about 680 grams. So I'm going to do some exploration here. If I can look at these units and I'm like, I know they're counting by 300 on the axis here. So that midpoint would be about 150. So I know that this giraffe is not going to be perfect, but I know the giraffe weight is going to be about 680. Oh, body weight's going to be 5'8". I'm 529. So I'm coming here. I'm going to be pretty close to here. What do you think? How do you think I'm doing with this? And then I'm going to up to 680. Not going to be perfect. So I've done that with the giraffe. I would then have the opportunity to do this with the tiger, the goat, and the cow. Let me show you what would happen next. I would end up with a scatter plot that has the different weights and height, body weights and brain weights actually calculated already. From there, we would have to look at the scatter plot and make some decisions as to if there's an association or not. I have a couple of options. I could use my line tool to try to make a trend line and try to fit the data as best as possible. So that's an option. So I could try to make a trend line. Yeah, I prefer points to be a little tighter around the trend line. I might try to make it a little better fit. And this is just me analyzing, and these are the type of things your students would be doing. Just trying to get a tighter fit on the trend line. Still not the best fit, but I'm playing around with the trend line. I am noticing, even though my trend line may not be perfect, I am noticing that there is an association here. It may be a looser association, but there are some clusters that I'm seeing around here. So I'm going to just say, you know what? Let's go for it. There is some association here. The association is not highly correlated, but we do have some clusters. There are some clusters present. And I also see I have not used the true outlier formula because that is introduced in Algebra 1, but I do see some points that, at one point in particular, that is pretty far off the beaten path. And I say one in particular because this one point over here could land on the trend line, but I do see one out. So I'm also kind of further out there. So you say there appears to be an outlier, and then I'm going to share. I'm going to take the risk, and then I'll go to slide 8. And let me be clear on that's what the student is doing. On the teacher end, I'll be able to, I'm actually checking student work down here. Okay, so there is definitely a correlation here, and it's going to be linear and positive. And then here, it's asking me to fit a line to data to help make predictions more accurate. And they're going to actually have me drag points to fit a line to a data. So I actually then get to drag my own trend line to fit points to data. Now, if you notice, this is giving students the opportunity to play with the mathematics and make sense of it and actually fit a line to the data and work with some precision. Again, this is not going to be a perfect fit, And let's see what the correct answer is. It's also going to come and give me. So my line is a good fit for the data. So this allows students to engage with this concept of data analysis. And we're also doing this through the lens of animal brains. So that is just a little bit about how our platform works. Students have the opportunity to engage with mathematics. They have the opportunity to play with mathematics, make predictions. If you notice, it's not just about what's right and about what's wrong. We really are giving students the opportunity to think through the mathematics. We are so excited that we got to be here tonight. Thank you so much for inviting us for STEM Week, and keep having fun with math and keep enjoying mathematics. Thank you.
Thank you guys for joining us.